And now, our feature presentation.
We have to stop looking at our men as sex objects. Now that's a turn, isn't it? That's how come you have so many sisters that's disappointed, because the only time they get along with their man is when they laying down. Once the man stand up, we don't want to be in it no more. He might tell us what to do or something. All bets are off. That's the deal breaker when you start trying to tell me what to do. We have to look at it. We have to stop using our men like that. You know, when a rat get ready to mate, the female rat go and sniff around the male rat. She makes sure, first of all, that he don't have any imperfections so that she can get pregnant. He can't have polio, he can't have diabetes, high blood pressure. He can't have heart disease or none of that, or she don't deal with him. And the second thing he has to do is to be able to go someplace and make a nest for her. If he don't have a home for her, if he can't dig a hole somewhere for her, then she said, I can't be with you. I'm going to find me another rat. Okay? So it's not unreasonable if the female rat can practice that. It's not unreasonable for us as black women to require that. No, I can't get pregnant because you ain't got nowhere for me and the baby to sleep. Okay? No, I can't get pregnant because tomorrow I might be hungry. And you ain't got no food for me. What we gonna eat? That's important. So we can require that. So we need to, when we see a brother and he's down, leave him there. Because if you pick him up and drag him up, he gonna leave you the first chance he get, because he want to be around somebody who think he was always up. That's how that works. You can't make no man. You can't get with no man who ain't got nothing and buy him some shoes, buy him a coat and a hat, and then when you get mad, want to take it back. You can't buy no man. If you want to make a man, you have to do it with your own son, your nephew, your cousin, a boy in the community. You can take a little child and try to grow him up, but you can't take no grown man and turn him into a man. That's a waste of time. And any investment you make, you will fail. That's just the truth of that. And it's going to be hard because they be needing so much. Show up, ain't got no underwear, ain't got no socks, just whatever it is, okay? Leave him alone. He'll get some. I guarantee you, he'll get some if he want to be with you. We set the standard. And if there ain't no standard, then he don't live up to nothing. Because they want to be with us, whatever it costs, whatever it takes, they want to be with us. But if we make that so simple and so easy that no matter what, we'll just accept that and go along and, you know, just to go to bed with him. You know, in your entire life, you only spend about 2.5 hours having a climax. That's all total. Whatever you done told yourself, it's a lie. It's 2.5 hours. Okay? So that little bit of time is not as important as all the other aspects of the relationship. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't nobody break up over sex. People break up over issues like, you didn't close the bathroom door, you didn't put the seat down, I'm tired of sweeping the floor, how come you don't help me fold the clothes? Anything. We break up over that. You come in too late. Well, where's the rest of your money? How come you gave your mama some money? I mean, we break up over all of those kind of things. We don't break up over sex. So it's a value, but it's not the value that we have placed on it. It's not the only thing to do. You have to have something to talk about, some kind of aspirations, some kind of goal. And you might even need to have good credit. That's the new criteria now. I don't want to see your HIV card, I want to see your credit report. Now, if we just base it on that, we know ain't none of us going to be together. We may as well not even try to have a relationship if it's going to be based on credit. Because we just found out about that. We've been here 135 years. It's only been 2 years that we've been learning anything about a credit report. Nobody never taught us about no credit. It's really where we are and stop tripping, pretending we someplace else because that's where white people are or because that's where they set the standard. We got to start where we are to make the change and to make an improvement. It has to be what we're doing. And raising our children, that's an issue. Over 60% of the black babies in Philadelphia are aborted. That's probably very similar here in D.C. because this is a nationwide phenomenon. White people trying to have babies, we're trying to kill ours. Now there's simple remedies for some of that. If you don't want to have no baby, don't get pregnant. Don't have unprotected sex. Now many of our young girls now are using abortion as birth control. They have 5 and 6, 7 in a year. We have so many unwed mothers. And we have something that's never talked about. We have so many unwed fathers. Because it still does take the two people. We do not have an immaculate conception among black people. It's the men and the women that make the baby. We have to deal with how we're rearing our children. We have to stop trying to give them everything we think we didn't have as a child. You want to make peace with somebody, make it with yourself. Don't use the child like that and confuse them so that they grow up thinking that they are what they own. And you're not what you own, you're who you are. It has nothing to do with what some white people and some Asians made, because everything we got come from them. So we can't let that be the standard of who, we think that we are. It was a merry-go-round we used to have our children on, but now this thing is moving so fast, it's like a roller coaster. We can't keep up. We can't teach them that the brand name clothes is more important than their math test. We can't neglect the children in the name of I'm working to take care of you. Those things have to go hand in hand. And it's almost better if you let your child sit with his daddy on the curb who ain't got no job, then we as women keep sitting in the house talking about we can raise a boy alone. We can feed them alone and clothe them alone, but we can't raise them alone. We don't know how to make no man, or all of us would have a man. So we know we got some kind of problem up in there in that area of trying to deal with, how we gonna get along or be with a man. And then we see a lot of grown men, and we'll go out with them, we say, you know what, I ain't going out here no more. He is so silly. Well, he didn't get grown and get silly. He was silly when he was a little boy, and didn't nobody interfere and interrupt and help him. So we have to take a position that, okay, if we're going to be a mother, then we could deal with our girls. And everybody in America see the condition, mostly black girls. And we're big girls. And they're not in good condition, most of them. We've gotten waylaid with a lot of material things. We've gotten waylaid with sex. They've whipped us into a frenzy with this whole sexual thing. That's the total goal. And we got it all mixed up. And as a result of that, we're not making the relationship legacy that we want to make for the future. We're not showing the image that we want our children and grandchildren to see so they can go out and act like that. What we're doing is not good. And we also, on this argument thing, we have to let our men win some of the arguments. I know that sounds painful. But it's okay to let him win sometime. All you got to do is grit your teeth and say, that's right, baby, you're right. Okay. We ain't got to win every argument. You can be right, and you'll be right by yourself. Don't be right all the time. There's no winner in that. We don't give them an opportunity. Men, a father is not another mother. He's not going to discipline the child, talk to the child, or deal with him like we do. And every time our man try to say something different or teach or tell the child something different, we got to protect him. Oh no, don't you deal with him like that. And then when he go up and have an identity crisis, or by the time he's about 12 or 13 and out of hand, then we want to call the father and say, you better come and get him. See, this thing is repetitive. This is not just going on today. This is what's been going on for the past 50 years. since the oncoming of new black millionaires, of the material items and the technology advancing where you have all these material things. All of that has created that for us, so that we're not even real with the people that we be with. We manufacture some kind of personality, so when we meet somebody, we can think we're somebody else. And then after about 60 days, when the sexual attraction wear off, and you start meeting that real person, you decide, I don't like them at all. Who is that? Who are you? You know. Listen, baby, you're gonna have to go. Because this is how it works. It's more lies told in the first 2 and 3 weeks of any relationship than at any other time in your life. Now you're talking about some humongous lies, some gigantic misrepresentations about what you got, who you are, what you drive, where you work, what your history is, everything. We just lie because we want to make a good impression, and we want to be accepted and admired. We don't deal with the truth that you can't maintain that. Pretty soon it's going to be, baby, can I get some gas money or something? Something is going to come up that we will know that it's not the truth. This is our life. This is our life. This is what we live in. And the reason I can tell you these things is because they go on in all our house. We think something different going on in everybody's house. No, it's not. The same nonsense is going on in everybody else. It's not different. You think you're different. It ain't different. It's the same. It's not different. Which is why we need a group solution to help us to start working on something. It's not to go out and join the organization. It's not to go, get in this club or group. You got to start where you at. You got to start at home, at the person you're looking at. Whether it's your family, whether it's your man, your woman, whomever, start trying to get along with them before you come out here in the street going to protest something to help somebody else get along. Sometimes we go out, we can't even make it back in the car from a protest. We be fighting and arguing in. This hypocrisy. That we all go into some kind of mass hypnosis and pretend it's not going on. It's going on, and it is destroying us year after year after year. See, we have one thing in common. We have a shared ancestral slave history. But we can't get away from that. We have come through the same thing. It's in us genetically. All our fears, our insecurities, our hatreds, hatred of self, hatred of anybody that look like us. All of that was bred into us. And so when those things come up, we have to be able to fight against it and say, no, I'm not going to do that because I know that's what they want me to do. I'm going to take a little bitty step. I'm going to try to just do something different. I'm going to try to do for self, some kind of way. And the sisters, we have to take our hearts, as I said, because I mention this again because this is so important. We have to take our heart out of our vagina. Okay? That's not where your heart is. Don't let a man win your heart because of that. He got to win your head. He got to win your respect. He got to, win your honor. And he has to try to help us, not do it, because nobody can really make you happy. Happiness is a thing that you have to decide as an individual. And so all that, I'm looking for somebody to make me happy, you gonna be looking forever. You ain't gonna never get finished looking. Because that doesn't exist like that. You have to decide, you know what, he all right, I'm gonna hose him off, dust him down, we're gonna be okay, I'm gonna make it with him. I'm going to cook him some food. I'm going to cook, period.